the cost of U.S. businesses leaving Russia. Let's take a look at the economic and social effects on the Russian people as they too become a victim of Putin's war on Ukraine.
Russia's invasion of Ukraine has obviously sent shockwaves right across this region and, of course, neighboring countries, including Finland.
Life in Russia is taking a turn for the worse. Many Russian citizens are either leaving or truly considering leaving their country behind. My story starts with a heartbreaking letter from a good friend of mine that works in Russia. She works as an independent freelance worker via an online job bidding app called Upwork. The letter begins by saying, "Today I woke up with terrible news from Upwork. Upwork stopped working in Russia, and this is my only job, and every day it gets worse and worse in Russia. We decided to immigrate to another country." I know that this letter may seem short, but I can only share that much of the letter. Continue watching to find out why. Let's continue. As of today, in the modern world, you still have people in Russia having flashbacks of when their relatives had to flee the country to survive Stalin's repressions between 1927 and 1953. Many didn't have the ability to leave and unfortunately became one of the 20 million victims of that time. Many are tired of the history of events in their country, with a growing sentiment of frustration. And I quote, "It just goes in circles." There are reports that independent media outlets are closed, protesters arrested on the city streets, and new laws leading up to 15 years in prison for what the authorities determined to be fake news about the military. Many are scared to give any in-depth details of the true nature of the state of Russia. She doesn't want her details to be shared, and it's truly understandable. As Western companies leave Russia, many are afraid few will come back, and if they do, it would take years. As being reported around the world, big companies are fleeing the Russian market because they can't afford to stay here. It's a reputational risk. It's truly the beginning of a snowball effect, which is destined to worsen. It is reported that there are so many people losing jobs, they can't afford it. The ruble is worth less than 1 US penny, and the ironic thing is that the US penny is worth less than a penny, but currently costs 2.06 cents to make each penny. Due to political powers and not economic collapse, many of Upwork's freelancers moved out of Russia. The Upwork letter from the CEO has made it clear that the workers can easily continue their roles and support for current and new clients once they migrate to a new country outside of Russia and Belarus. Russians are feeling ashamed of being Russians. It's not the proud Russia Putin wants people to believe that exists. Thousands of Russians have left the country since the beginning of Russia's military action. Some worried about the deteriorating economy. Others worried about potential rumors of martial law or political concerns about how Russia is changing.
It sucks. I hate it here.
Shut up, drink wolf milk and watch Russian cartoons.
We now return to popular Russian cartoon Shoe and Shoeless.
Shoe and shoeless. One is meaningless without the other.
In Russia's shopping malls, the shelves are still full, but well-known brands are already shuttered closed. The mannequin still stands in the windows, but the lights are off. Outside a closed store, a woman stands and ponders about her planned purchases. It is a sight to see that people are buying products like they never had before because they are afraid the prices will go up or the supplies will dry up. Many are saying the same strong statement throughout Russia. I feel fear, but I am trying not to think about it. Others are worried about their savings. The Russian stock market has only been partially open and the ruble had continued to fall against the dollar and euro. The young and old savvy investors had investment accounts and had everything going well in the market there. However, they know when they do access it, there will be little left. Everything is in rubles. However, there are a few fortunate ones here that can leave the country, but is still deciding what to do. It would mean leaving behind their family, their home, friends, and the life in which they built. The taunting thought of whether to pack for a month, a year, or forever occupies their thoughts.
Do you think you'll ever go back to Russia?
I left everything there.
Many do worry, They see a lot of supporters for this war around them. These are the people who watch the Russian state TV channels. They appear to be blindfolded from all of the chaos that surrounds them. The ones that know the truth of the war hearts ache. If they decide to stay, they will have to live in a society where the war is acceptable and hatred is becoming the new norm day by day. They truly don't want to live this way, and now mourns for the days that have passed.